kitchen less than 60 minutes, and tonight we are cooking it up with steak. Look at my steak. It's smothered steak. That's some comfort food, some smothered steak with some white rice. So I'm going to put my timer on less than 60 minutes. All right, let's start. All right, so I have my white rice here. It's almost done, maybe like 15 more minutes. I'm gonna start preparing my steak and seasoning it up. Well done. I'm gonna give you my ingredients. My ingredients are, of course, salt and pepper, of course, adobo, some all-purpose seasoning. We have some paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, some onions and peppers. A lot of people don't make their southern steak with peppers, but I love me some peppers and onions mixed together. So we're gonna start seasoning up our steak. So we're gonna start with adobo. I cleaned my steak, I took the fat out, and I cut it in squares, just so you guys could see. There you go. Maybe 2 packs of steak. So we are going to generously put some adobo up on there, right? Okay. Next, we have our all-purpose seasoning. Here we go. Now, we are going to also season the flour because we are going to bread our steak. We are going to season the flour and we are going to season our gravy. We did the all-purpose seasoning, we did adobo, we did onion powder, and we're gonna put garlic powder. And remember, we are going to season up our flour, and we're gonna season up gravy. We're cooking smothered steak with white rice. So I'm just seasoning up the steak. And I'm going to turn these pieces around so I could do the other side really good. We are going to fry our steak. We are. We're going to fry our steak, but then we're also going to make a gravy for our smothered steak. So we're going to turn these pieces around and we're just going to repeat the process. Smelling good already. Woo, put a little bit, and that ain't ever going to hurt nobody. Gonna put some adobo. We just turned it around and we are seasoning up the other side. Again, onion powder, right? And we got our garlic powder. Okay. And we got a cup of oil. So I'm gonna put the cup of oil in the pan so that way we can start heating up our pan. Okay, so I put a cup of oil and a couple of teaspoons of olive oil. Smells so good. Okay, so I seasoned the steak, well seasoned, as you can see, it's well seasoned. Again, I seasoned it with adobo, all-purpose flour, garlic powder, onion powder, and a little bit of paprika, right? Okay. So now we are going to start our breading process. We are going to coat this steak. So we have about 1.5 cups of flour here. We're going to add the same seasonings that we put, so our flavors could stay consistent, right? Some all-purpose seasoning, some adobo, garlic powder, onion powder. Because we want our seasonings to stay consistent, right? So we are going to mix this right on up. And then we're going to use this same flour to make our gravy, because everything is going in the same pot. All right? I'm going to add a little salt and, of course, a little pepper. And we are just going to coat this steak. We are going to coat it on both sides. I'm going to turn this down. So we are just coating these steaks on both sides. And then we are going to fry it until it gets, nice and brown, nice and golden brown. And then we're going to take it out and we're going to add our onions and we're going to add our pepper. our peppers to the pan. And then we're going to put our steak back in so it can thoroughly cook. Okay, here we go. You hear the pan? It's ready. Put it on medium. I have it on 4 right now because my pan is hot and ready. Again, remember, do not crowd the pan. I'm putting about 4 to, no, maybe 5 pieces in there. About 6 pieces, don't crowd the pan. And we are gonna just finish breading the rest. My steak is frying. We're gonna start on our gravy. So I have about one third of a cup of water and beef broth. All right, so we are going to add, which I'm not even gonna say it. I'm just gonna show you because I'm not gonna say that word. There you go. I call it the W sauce. We're gonna put a couple of drops in there, right? We're gonna put a couple of drops of our gravy master. It's a browning sauce to make that sauce really nice and brown. I'm gonna put about a teaspoon. I think I put a little bit more. You see the color now? Okay. And then we are going to add about 3 teaspoons of our flour. If we gotta add more, we'll add more. And we're just gonna shake this up until all the flour dissolves. And we're mixing this right up. As soon as you see no flour, it's ready. It's perfect. Okay. I have another little pan here with some paper so we could put our steak right on here. Perfect. I'm gonna bring you guys on over. You see, looking good. Again, you don't have to cook it all the way through because we're gonna put it back on the pan once we got our gravy going, right? We have our onions and our peppers. Once that's finished cooking, we're gonna take the oil out. I'm gonna leave about maybe 3 teaspoons of oil. You don't wanna leave any more than that because you don't want your gravy to be oily, right? You just want that consistent of the gravy, right? All right. And then I'm just going to add a little seasoning to my gravy as well. Why not? A little bit of adobo, right? And a little bit of garlic. Never go wrong with more garlic. Mix that right on up. And then I got this carnation milk because I like to add a little bit of milk just to thicken it. If I need it, I'll use it. If I don't need it, I won't use it. You could add it. You don't have to add it. It's your choice. Okay. So I got rid of the oil, not all of it. Remember, I'm going to leave about 2 to 3 tablespoons. And I'm going to add my onions and my peppers. I'm just dumping it right in. So I'm going to show you guys. Same pan. We're going to cook these onions for about a minute or 2 before we add our sauce. So while these onions are, sauteing, doing its thing, I'm going to bring you guys on over here. I'm going to mix this. We're going to add it to our onions, to our peppers. And once we get our gravy with the consistency that we want, we are just going to pop our steaks right back in. So I'm going to add in my gravy. I'm going to bring my gravy on over here, and I want to bring you guys on over too, so that way you can see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, that should be great. Fix my sieve. Okay. All right, so I'm adding the gravy. See, I added the gravy and I'm just mixing it right on up. It's gonna thicken, looking amazing, smelling amazing. So I'm gonna add a little bit more water, right? Perfect. I'm gonna add a little bit more garlic because I think it needs a little bit of garlic, right? And then I'm gonna add some salt and pepper. Okay. And then I'm gonna add my steak. Now is when you could crowd this pan, because we are going to let this just sit here for a little bit. I'm gonna add just a little bit more because my sauce is thickening it up. Be careful because you don't want to take the breading off, right? Okay. And I'm just going to put the top on it for about maybe 5 minutes. I'll check it in 5 minutes. It's on low. Shake it up and let it do its job. Okay? I'm gonna check on my rice. I put some beef stock in my rice too, just so my rice could have a little bit of that beef flavor. My rice is perfect. I'll show you guys what I got in here. Looking real nice. I'm singing today. I'm in a great mood, so of course I'm going to sing. All right, so we're going to start plating. I showed you guys my little trick with my rice. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Again, I done did my thing. I got some comfort food, less than 60 minutes, some smothered steak with white rice. Look how beautiful. Bring it down. Look. Look it. Amazing. Gorgeous. Love it. Smelling good. Looking good. I'm going to take a little taste. Oh my goodness, this is so good. This is like comfort food. Smothered steak. Less than 60 minutes. Amazing. So good, guys. If you follow me on my YouTube channel, you could check this out. All the ingredients and step-by-step how to make. Again, please go subscribe. If you ain't getting me nothing for my birthday, that's what you could do for my birthday. Go subscribe, like the videos that you like, comment, let me know what to make next. Less than 60 minutes, smothered steak. Catch me on Thursday with your favorite snacks, late night snacks to satisfy your late night cravings. Thank you so much. Look at the time, 6:40, less than 60 minutes. Love you guys. Peace. And don't forget to say, wish me happy birthday tomorrow. I know Leos are always extra. All right, guys. Love you. Good night.